Happy New Year, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between. Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia, the first of 2021. Let's do this. I got my new haircut, I got my new Star Wars calendar behind me, so hopefully I am ready and prepared for whatever Horikoshi has in store for us in 2021. And I know, even though I am celebrating currently, I have a feeling I will not be celebrating as I read through this chapter because we are kicking off the new year with chapter 296, which is entitled Hellish Hell.
The heroes began rescue operations, but the scope of the damage is staggering. Authorities are estimating a large number of casualties.
We thought we'd seen true evil, that the worst was over.
Am I the only one who just noticed a huge tone shift here?
That something far worse was about to begin.
Now, Hellish Hell does not really sound like a celebratory chapter title to bring in the new year, so I probably will not be needing these moving forward as I read this chapter, especially coming off of the events of the previous chapter where we saw All For One taking control of Shigaraki's body and proceeding to escape the battle with the near high ends. So our battle seems to have reached its conclusion, which is telling me these next few chapters we will be dealing with the aftermath of said battle, and there is a lot of plus chaos that our pro heroes are going to have to deal with in terms of saving citizens, dealing with the citizens' fallout with everything that has transpired, and also coming to learn on which pro heroes survived the events of this arc.
All right, who's not dead? Sound off.
Trust me on this. You don't want to know.
And hopefully, I am prepared for that. So mount, ladies and gentle criminals, without further ado, let's dive right into chapter 296. Okay, here we go. First page of the chapter, and we're starting things off with a panel shot showing just the destroyed city landscape.
Run.
And then underneath that, the All For One controlled Shigaraki being taken away by the near high ends. In the aftermath, the frontline survivors and those who rushed to the front line after completing their evacuation and rescue duties. What? All joined forces to stop Shigaraki from escaping.
What the fuck?
Really? Yo, they survived! Pixie Bob, Wash, and 13 are still alive.
How are you not dead?
I have no idea!
I'm most shocked by 13, honestly. Hello. How the hell is 13 still alive? 13 was at ground zero underneath the hospital, just standing there, sucking up Shigaraki's decay with her quirk while everyone else was evacuating the area.
Suck!
I thought for sure 13 was a goner, was dead. But apparently that's not the case. She is still alive. And they are helping the other pro heroes chase after the near high ends. We see Pixie Bob activating her earthbending, Wash is using Bubble Beam, Present Mike is just screaming at the top of his lungs, while 13 is just utilizing Black Hole.
Hello there.
But has a crack in her mask, so we finally get a face reveal for 13, though it be a partial face reveal.
Then you will die.
There is a physical person and body inside the astronaut suit.
Go, my children.
And All For One is not done yet. He is sending out more radio wave signals, more commands to the near high ends. The Nomu, which will be referred to as near high ends, were commanded to team up and execute distraction and disturbance strategies. As they made trouble for the heroes, 3 of the near high ends were brought down. However, 7 of them, along with Shigaraki and his people, managed to flee without a trace. Gigantomachia and Mr. Compress were apprehended. Okay, so a little bit of a silver lining. Sure, 7 near high ends with All For One, Shigaraki, Spinner, Dabi, and Skeptic. They escaped, but at least Machia was apprehended.
What? I see this as an absolute win.
It's a big win in this sea of losses. And then Compress looks like he's going to survive because they bandaged him up. The medics are giving him oxygen, so for the time being, Compress looks like he will survive.
Know my power.
Yo, meanwhile, at the Gunga Mountain Villa, we got our boy Edshot here standing like a badass, and he took down Redestro.
I played around with his insides and made him fall unconscious. Mean pose, 1,000 sheep pierce. He was such a nuisance. He had to sleep.
And Edshot actually cut off Redestro's legs. He immobilized him. He's not walking out of this situation at all. As we just see Redestro just sitting there on the broken balcony without any legs.
But wait! There's more!
Yo, and Cementos subdued Giten.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Yo, Giten is just absorbed into the concrete. He's not going anywhere.
Like a bitch.
And he's crying. You can see tears going down Giten's face. He is probably crying because he couldn't protect Redestro. That is the only thing that will get Giten emotional, is Redestro. So because Redestro was taken down by Edshot, he's probably like, no, Master, I failed you. Oh boy.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
But our boy Cementos took some damage apprehending Giten. You see some ice penetrating him. He got stabbed. One in the gut, and then another in his left bicep. Those are like the 2 major ones. Hopefully Cementos can survive this. Hopefully he's not gonna die. Redestro, Giten, even Trumpet. What the hell did Trumpet even do this arc? And other members of the Paranormal Liberation Front in attendance at the assembly were also captured. In total, 16,929 individuals. That is a lot of captured villains, as we see in this panel, them escorting all of these villains to these portable jail cells and are probably going to be helicoptered over to Tatarus. And you can see Fourth Kind amongst the pro heroes here. So Fourth Kind was able to survive Machia's rampage. So that's another pro hero that has survived this arc thus far. However, Gigantomachia's rampage allowed 132 of them to escape, including high-ranking advisors.
Run, bitch! Run!
Their bases scattered around the country were hit too,
LOL.
and the sympathizers were rounded up. And we got a panel of Slide and Go right here, looking so sad. He did nothing in this arc. He was apprehended before the operation even began by Death Arms. Death Arms came up behind him, got him in a death grip, and was like, oh no, no. The only place you're sliding into is a jail cell.
Where is everybody?
Gotcha, bitch.
It's a trap. Cha-cha, real smooth.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Cha-cha sliding all the way to Tatarus. And then we got some police officers in riot gear running alongside some other pro heroes. Just got word from one of the Ryukyu Agency's trainees. Apparently, Himiko Toga got away and should still be in the area. Damn that girl. We've got enough to worry about. That would be scary right now for the pros and the police right now, because you will never know if the person right next to you is Toga. She can just kill someone, take their form, and just assimilate into the crowd. You would have no idea where Toga would be.
Behold.
Especially in this amount of chaos and destruction. Just the path of destruction that Machia created. The fire, the destroyed buildings, and the amount of debris just within the city streets as citizens cry out for help. Ow! Ow! We need help! Someone, please! What? No! No way! No! It hurts! Brother!
Oh, no.
Even little children. It's not just adults caught within this chaos, it's a bunch of kids as well, as we see a brother, a little brother, caught underneath some debris as his sister is trying to pull him out, tugging at his arms. Get away from here, Micah. These rocks are gonna fall. Save yourself. It's too risky. If you get away, you can have my Endeavor pouch. Oh God, that's so sad. Already getting wills and items done and out of the way with this kid. He's like, if I don't make it out, you can have my Endeavor pouch. And the sister's just screaming, no, I don't want the pouch. I just want to be with you. And we have some debris about to fall down on the sister right here. There we go. Froppy and Uravity coming to the rescue.
You're up! Ultimate move! I'm just glad we pulled it off.
Ribbit, I was calmer than I thought I'd be.
And even Ochiko with a shocked look on her face is like, close one, huh? And Sue's just like, ribbit. But the brother and sister are just crying to themselves, where's your mom and dad? Hopefully the mom and dad are still alive. It would suck if these two kids are now orphans. Hey! The boy's leg is hurt. I'll take him to the evac camp. Help! There's someone under here. Endeavor pouch. At least they're safe. So Sue is gonna take the brother and sister to the evac medic camp, and it looks like she's gonna separate from Ochiko as she goes on to help some more citizens. And Ochiko's on the move as she says, I'm on my way. Oh, and as Ochiko is moving, she sees a shadow coming out of a destroyed building doorway. My wife's inside. Hurry up, miss. What apartment number? And she doesn't even hesitate.
Leroy Jenkins!
Gotta save them. As many as I can. And she saves the wife, reunites it with the husband, another person she was able to save. Hey, over here. And then we see Koda helping out in the rescue operation. Looks like he's utilizing a dog to sniff out people underneath the rubble. And we even see Manga helping out. So the students are helping out the pro heroes. Nice. There are still lives that can be saved. There are more this way. Their provisional training helps them with rescue operations, but it did not prepare them for this. As we see Ochiko floating debris off of this individual. Need water. Careful, it's gonna collapse. Relax, you're okay now. I need some help, heroes. Don't just stand there. I can't take it. And Ochiko turns around and sees one pro hero just standing there in shock. That shocked look in his eyes. This is too much. Oh.
2 people below the rubble, and more there.
This double page right here, showing the hellscape that they are rescuing these people from. This is apocalyptic level catastrophe.
You're not just here to provide aid. Until the police and firefighters show up, you need to exercise authority and make sure this goes off smoothly. Think of the victims here. They must be terrified. Anyone who needs rescuing is having the worst day of their lives.
I want to save people.
Mommy, I need some help, quick. The pain. Kenta, watch out, careful. Why? Somebody, please. How is this real? Call an ambulance. Wait, hang on. And people just screaming in agony.
Look!
And Ochiko. That look on her face just describes the situation. The shocked look in her eyes, the mess of her hair, and then just the blood of someone that she was saving just on her equipment and face. And then this random pro hero just saying, I need a new line of work.
And here we go.
Yo, I just noticed the bottom left panel.
Oh no!
That's Midnight's hand. Don't tell me I'm about to flip this page and she's about to be dead right now. God damn it.
No, God!
God.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I suspected it to be the case in the past chapter that she might actually be dead. But I did not want her to actually be dead. We see Kirishima, Ashido, and Momo bawling their eyes out, and then Sato right behind Momo with just that shocked expression. She didn't make it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
She got jumped by that gas mask wearing villain and maybe some other people, but she got jumped. She couldn't handle that situation. And then just that panel shot showing her crushed glasses on the ground.
This year's chief umpire for the first years is the R-rated hero, Midnight!
Such youthful vigor! I'll allow it. What you pick today could be your code name for life. You better be careful, or you'll be stuck with something utterly indecent.
It's Midnight!
If I see someone running away from me and screaming, my sadistic side aches so bad that I can't sit still.
Damn. That sucks. Fuck. Shigaraki had truly died. His rebirth was cut short the moment the equipment was destroyed. That slight zap of electricity, which the nearby Exless didn't even feel himself, wasn't enough to revive Shigaraki. No, what brought him back to life was his dream and his hatred. Shigaraki is just too angry to die. His anger kept him alive even after dying. Jesus. Shigaraki's singular obsession cost so many lives.
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
So, of the deaths so far this arc, we have Midnight, Exless, Majestic. Majestic did die. That sucks for Momo. The two people that encouraged her in this arc, Majestic saying she made no wrong decisions, and then Midnight passing the torch on to her.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh, I feel so bad for Momo. She lost two big mentors to her this arc. The hero that twice stabbed in the back of the head. Native died. Yo!
I have important work to finish here. My body, I can't move.
He got saved during the Stain arc and was just living on borrowed time. I remember him fighting the Hellhound Nomu. So he must have got killed by one of those high ends.
All the dinosaurs feared the T-Rex.
Yo, that's the dinosaur-looking hero from the sports festival.
With a quirk like that, it would be very simple to capture dangerous villains.
That's the same hero that complimented Shinzo's quirk and saying, I wish I had that. It would be great for stopping villains. And then right next to him was the pro hero Toga slit the throat of as she was disguised as the one twice killed. Man. This page right here, it's the first of many to die this arc. They may have been the first to die, but they will not be the last. Damn. Meanwhile.
Oh no.
Well, dang. It's all over, huh? That Dobby dude totally sucks, but what's old Endy gonna do now? Do you think it's all true? If so, that's awful.
Why aren't the other heroes helping? Man, these villain attacks are getting insane.
That or the heroes are just slacking off. They're getting soft. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true.
I can feel it. Some unseen thing that you built up in your prime is beginning to crumble.
It's already starting. The gossip, the talking, Hero Society, and the citizens are watching the news, and with Dobby's broadcast, the faith in Hero Society is beginning to crumble little by little. Ever since his days as number 2, I had a feeling something shady was going on behind the scenes. Isn't it his job to protect us? What's going on? And then panel shots showing the beat up Deku and Endeavor being carried out on stretchers.
As I felt myself fading into unconsciousness, I remembered the harrowing words Tomura Shigaraki said to me.
You should try to be careful, friend. Because the next time we meet, I'll likely have to kill you.
We thought we'd seen true evil, that the worst was over. But something far worse was about to begin.
His career's finished for sure. Maybe he'll move abroad. With what money? He'd better have a statement ready about all this tomorrow. Oh, and there are going to be a lot of conferences and heroes having to apologize, but none of it is going to make up for the devastation and destruction that was caused. Hey! Yo! We got the kindergartners! Binging Ball Kid, and then the little Monoma lookalike. Do you think we're going to be okay? Sure. I mean, think about it. We've got the 5 weenies and those guys looking out for us. But little do they know what 5 weenies and the other pros, what lengths they went to in order to try to keep them safe, to keep the damage as much to a minimum as they could.
Later that same evening.
Guards! Secure the perimeter and lock down the prisoners! Now! This is a lockdown! We have new prisoners arriving! Everything must be completely secure!
Now then, shall we begin?
Yo, 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 yo. No way. No freaking way. I see Tatarus, the prison, that night. Are we really getting a potential prison break arc just coming off right after the battle?
Most of my days, huh?
And we can even see All For One strapped into his cell. I can feel it. My expectations were a bit off, but it won't be long now. Yo, it's starting to rain right now. The atmosphere is prime and ready for a potential prison break. As we see Spinner and Dabi, who's uncompressed now, but has his black hair. I don't know why that is. Why do they assume tomorrow will come for them? No, I won't grant them a moment's rest, because it's my turn now, and my turn will never end. Hear me, my tireless Nomu? It's time to free my real body. Yo, it is. How are we going right into it? Horikoshi!
Prison break!
Yo, All For One is wasting no time at all. He even stating, it's like, you heroes are not getting a break. Tomorrow's not coming for you. We are going for a prison break right here, right now. Come with me, my high ends. It's time to break out my real body.
Now, it's your turn.
Gotcha, bitch! That's how it is.
And All For One's also saying, like, your turn is over, Shigaraki. Hand the controls over to me. I'll clear this level, no problem. And I don't know when All For One's turn is going to end. But that is the end of this chapter. Next chapter hits January 17th.
If the scenario I composed plays out as I intended it to, then I know everything that's going on outside these walls.
I'll smash your plans, thwart your plots. I am relentless. You're the one who will watch helpless from a cell for the rest of your days.
Most of my days, huh?
This was an awesome chapter to dive us right into the aftermath. But how can this chapter have me nervous in the beginning, sad in the middle, and then hyped at the very end? That is amazing, because we are teeing up the prison break arc. All For One and the near high ends are getting ready to storm the compound of Tatarus. And this has a lot of potentials to unleash past villains back into the story with Stain, Overhaul, Moonfish, Muscular, so many others could be let loose. Even the villains that got captured after this battle, if they got transported to Tartarus before night, they can get re-released as well. That includes Machia. That is insane. But are we going to go right into that, or are we going to continue with going over to the hospital? Because we still got to deal with the aftermath with our pro heroes, with Deku, Endeavor, Mirko, Aizawa, and Gran Torino, everyone healing their wounds, and whether or not they're going to recover, if any of them are going to die from their injuries, we still have to continue with those. So maybe we might go down that route, going towards the hospital, and then as they are recuperating, they see on the news, on the TV, that All For One is storming Tartarus, that the prison break is happening. Maybe that's how it's going to go down, but this chapter right here also showed us some of the fatalities that the pro heroes sustained this arc, and the biggest one of all being Midnight. It sucks to lose her. I loved Midnight's character from the moments that she was introduced till her death. She was an amazing character, along with all those other heroes, but she will not be the last. So RIP to Midnight and all the other pro heroes that lost their lives throughout this arc and that will lose their lives, because the arc isn't over yet. And I can't wait to see what else Horikoshi has in store for us as we continue into 2021. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 296 of My Hero Academia. Definitely an interesting way to kick off the new year of 2021, and I'm glad I didn't wear these for most of my chapter reaction. But for right now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter, and give me your guys' thoughts on the heroes that survived, those that died, the aftermath that is still to come, and the potential that we will get with this prison break. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon that you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about MHA outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. But that's going to do it from here, guys. So in 2 weeks' time, when we have chapter 297 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.